What's up, Pups? How's everybody doing tonight? Really good to be on tonight. We got a lot to cover tonight. There's just a lot happening. What's up, Lunacy Point? What's up, Hans? How you doing, Ryan D? What's happening? What's up, Claudia? How low can it go? You don't want me to answer that. You don't want me to answer that. Alpha Upcoming. What's up, Sasha K? CB Do. What's going on? Yeesh. Probably. What's up, Chris? Busy. What's going on? What's up, XESS? How you doing? Data Dev. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Yeah, it is fucking crazy. It is crazy. It really is. Mr. Monty Fontaine, what is happening? What's up, Bright Light? Yeah, everybody sounds psyched tonight, actually. A lot of like depressed people out there in crypto. I don't know why. I mean, Bitcoin is still just under 100,000 US dollars. Bitcoin. What is not to like? Nothing's broken yet. Nothing's falling apart yet. Yo, what's up, Bud P? Red Squirrel, how you doing? Astronome. Yeah, we got news tonight. Invert the chart. Psycho Crypt, what's up, man? Gray Knight, what's happening, man? Of course we bought the dip. Of course we bought the dip. What are you talking about? Of course. Of course we did. Yeah. Yeah, Ing Maxi, I'm feeling good. Yo, what's up, Ox Blockhead? First time meeting you. How you doing? Brath, what's happening? I know you did. Pups, I'm gonna have the rain playing tonight, kind of on the heavier side. You know why? Because I got a little bit of a headache. So I can't look at charts without it. If it's really driving you crazy, let me know. But I might have it turned up a little more than usual. Kind of like how I used to do it, if you guys remember when I first started doing these shows. Yeah, kind of got to do that again. The rain's like a massage for my brain. I put the link to the stream in the Telegram. Good morning, Blobfish. How's it going down under there? How's it going? Yeah. Where is it at? Yeah, so just go to the Telegram. What is this? Okay. What's this button do moments? Man, things are yo, what's up, Box Blockhead? Yeah, Hex Girl, how you doing? You like the rain? Good. I'm gonna have it up tonight. There's no escaping the rain tonight. I need it back. Salt water can cure headache. That's what I was just, it's so funny. We made a new Telegram. It's called Passport Pub. Okay, Passport Pub. It's on the top of the screen. I got it up there if you guys can see that. It might be in the description. I think I added it in there. But anyway, so it's just literally a travel channel because a lot of people had a lot of questions about traveling and where to go and anything to do with that. And I had literally just posted for the stream. I said, what's a good beach that's close by to Central Europe? Drink the salt water? You know what's funny? I was wondering if I haven't had enough salt. Dry powder been dried up. Surfing coin. Problems. Man, it's not that bad, is it? Yeah, let me check something really quick. What are they talking about? People are saying go to Costa Rica. No, that's too far from me. Well, yeah, maybe a beach in Turkey or something. Might be good. Pups, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Just completely destroy it. Let's see what's going on with this rain. Okay, there you go. I can just hear it. It's kind of perfect right where it is right now. I'll just bring the music down just a touch here. Yeah. All right. Keep smashing that like button. We had a lot to cover tonight. So yeah, if you're just getting in, we got a new Telegram group. It's called Passport Pub. I was surprised how many people wanted to talk about traveling and where to live and where to go visit and all that. It's quite impressive. But it's perfect. It's perfect. So many people are talking in there. Talk about passports too and everything. Some people are asking if they should get a second passport or not. That's up to you. I mean, I think it's a good idea. I think it's smart. I think it's smart. I have a few. No, I got a couple. All right. What's going on here? I can't get All right, so big deal. Oh, really quick. You guys remember I told you guys I broke up with my last girlfriend here because she was eating McDonald's. And I caught her and I told her to knock it off. And then I got caught her again going to McDonald's. What's up, Zymus? How you doing? And that was it, man. I broke up with her. So here you go. Look, this guy gives McDonald's to a bear. Watch what happens. Like, I'm not kidding about this stuff. I'm not kidding. I don't want any of you guys in chat eating this stuff. Look what happens. Watch
Guy
this.
grabs a McDonald's burger, tries to give it to this bear. The bear will not eat it.
Fucking bear.
Keep in mind, bears eat dead animals, scat, berries, anything.
They eat everything.
But their nose is so good that they know that this is straight up toxins. Like, what is it? It's not real food. It's all preservatives, chemicals. It's crap. If it won't degrade, it's not food. This guy is doing everything he can, which is kind of crazy that he gets this close to the bear. Obviously, this is probably Russia. But look, it even just gives him the meat patty. The bear's like, nope, not doing it. Won't even eat the meat patty. Spits it out. So that shows you, like, we're eating this when a bear won't even eat it.
I ain't eating it.
Very eye-opening. Obviously, I don't eat McDonald's. I recommend you don't eat McDonald's. It's very hard to get that crap out. Okay, I want to share this video. Look.
All this stuff, McDonald's, all this fast food. I don't care if it's even an American chain restaurant. It's all the same ingredients from the same chemical plants and food plants and whatever. And Chili's, wherever, TGI Fridays. I don't care where you are in the States or Europe, some West Europe chain restaurants, the same shit. And the thing is, it's just designed in a lab to make your palate like it. They put excitotoxins in there, okay? Because we don't really smell food as much. You do a little bit. Animals, though, they smell everything before it goes in their mouth. That's how they know everything, all right? They don't first taste it first, all right? And literally, this bear has been told by his nose that this is not food. And a bear will eat fucking anything, all right? A bear will eat anything, all right? So, please, don't push it in your mouth. Be careful. Yeah, I go to the butchers. I got a bunch of butcher shops around me. I just get clean grass-fed meat from some different local farms, and that's all I eat. And then I have my places I go to where, like, it's a butcher shop, restaurant, and I pick the meat, and they have like a choice of like grass-fed or regular, and I can get a burger or a steak or whatever I want. They just make it, throw it on a plate with potatoes or salad or whatever. I just eat really simple. Yeah. The bear's wise. Diversify. The bear knows, man. You won't even eat the fucking. You won't even eat the.
This guy grabs a scat, berries, anything. But their nose is so good that they know that this is straight up. Look at his hand.
He's like
toxins.
pushing it away.
Like what is it? It's not real food. It's all preservatives, chemicals. It's crap. If it won't degrade, it's not food. This guy is doing everything.
That's awesome. The bear's literally, you see his hand, his paw. He's like, yeah, no. Yeah. They can smell it, man. He knows. He's not even gonna taste it. He's not gonna lick it. He doesn't want it near his mouth. And that's how I feel about you ladies. If you eat that stuff, I don't want you near my mouth. All right. So eat clean. Keep your body clean. It's your temple, you know. All right. We got to just get into it. This is kind of a heavy episode. All right. We had a lot to cover. Let me turn up. The rain's actually cranked. McDonald's founder ran a milkshake company, and yet their milkshake machine is always broken. Really? I didn't know that. What's happening, Tam Tam? How are you? Astronome, stick with soy. I don't know what's worse. Actually, real soy is probably better than that. Probably. All right, look. This is what's going on crypto so far, okay? This is the calculated total extracted from memes on Solana. Trading bots and apps, over $1 billion. Pump fund, $500 million. MEV, 1.5 to 2 billion. Trump insiders, 0.5 to 1 billion. Other insiders unknowns. AMMs, automatic market makers, up to 2 billion. Total, 3.5 to 6.5 billion. All right. It goes on and on. And this is just a preamble. I'm just warming you guys up. All right. I'm just warming you guys up. Oh, on positive news, Grindr is up big time. Big time, man. That was the play, literally. Grindr. Just buy and hold Grindr on spot. You would have crushed it this cycle. What's up, pups? We got Steady Pup in here, too. What's going on, Steady? Devin Bates, Trace Gates. You guys have all rhyming names tonight. Rup, sir. Yeah. So I don't know. This might be topped. We can look at the chart on Grindr later and see what's going on. But this is actually, to be honest, this looks bullish on Grindr. So we're looking bullish on Grindr. Smash that hard. The gay dudes are crushing it this cycle. Damn. Doop. Bro. What's up, Music Addict? How you doing? All right, so the big news. Smash that like button, pups. Just smash it. We got some alpha tonight. What's this button do? All right. You guys have heard the story. This is not news by now. Everyone has heard. Javier Milei now risks impeachment after endorsing a $107 million Libra rug pull. Actually, the rug pull was almost $5 billion. I think he just made off with over $100 million. So I guess that's his bag for becoming president. The president of Argentina faces significant political pushback, okay? And yeah, this is very different from the Trump thing, all right? Very different. Oh, the music went out. Did it? Oh, shit, it did go out. Fuck this thing, man. Okay, it's back. Thanks for letting me know, Grumpy. I switched over to the beta version of Ecamm again to try it. I thought maybe their kinks were out, but if the music or rain drops out, it's not me. It's just some weird glitch in the audio here. So I'm probably going to do a different streaming service soon. This one kind of sucks. It's just riddled with all kinds of issues. So Grumpy, thanks for letting me know, man. Really appreciate that. It's hard to watch every little indicator and dial going on. You know what I mean? So I can try to keep that right in front of my face. But right now, the music and the rain are cranked. You should be hearing them as well. I gotta keep my eye on this. All right. So it's one of the biggest cash grabs in history. All right. This is from Star Platinum. All right. It all started from a post from Javier around Valentine's Day. And this is what he posted. He says, liberal Argentina grows. The private project will be dedicated to encouraging the growth of the Argentine economy by funding small Argentine businesses and startups. Sounds very, very good. The world wants to invest in Argentina. The contract address, Libra. Long live freedom, damn it. Oof. This is terrible, man. This is bad. All right. Now, a little backstory. In 2021, a lot of people don't know that Javier Milei had promoted another scam. Okay. This one's called CoinX. Okay. One person lost 5 million. Yeah, that's normal. That sucks, though. Oh, yeah, getting rugged by a politician's the worst. That's the worst, man. I haven't touched any political memes this cycle. I don't know. Not my thing. But, so he did one in 2021. All right. Now, I don't know what they got away with, but apparently they got in a lot of trouble back then as well. In December, Milei met with KIP protocol execs at Argentina's tech forum. They claimed that their AI tech fit Argentina's vision. They're the ones behind Libra. So here's the team behind Libra. You've probably seen some of these faces already on X or on Cointelegraph, definitely making headlines. The coin launched very quickly and hit a $4.5 billion market cap. And then the massive sells started happening. They began pulling out huge amounts of liquidity very fast. All right. And it had been planned for a very long time, apparently.
Real to real, there's been rumblings about this Argentina coin for a while. I'm just going to say that, okay? People have been buying Argentina coins for the last couple of weeks. People have known about that. There was whispers about an Argentina coin. They came on the stream and they said that. Yo, mods, can you lock in? Can you get this shit out of here, please? Get these two people out of here, bro. Please, God. Thank you, untaught.
So it was a known thing, all right? It didn't just pop up out of nowhere like the Trump one did, all right? So this had been set up for a very long time. He says, a few hours ago, I posted a tweet as many other times supported by and supposed private enterprise with which I obviously have no connection whatsoever. Bullshit. I was not aware of the details of the project, and after having become aware of it, I decided not to continue spreading the word. That's why I deleted the tweet. To the filthy rats of the political caste who want to take advantage of this situation and do harm, I want to say that every day they confirm how vile politicians are, and they increase our conviction to kick them in the ass. I hope people understand they're being played. I hope they understand this, all right? I hope people understand. The website says the purpose of the launch is to boost the Argentine economy by funding small projects. The website literally links to a Google form to apply for funding. Like, it was literally just like a scam from the beginning, a complete scam from the beginning. It gets worse. The website was created hours before launch, as shown below. The domain was registered for a 1-year registration period. It was a fucking 1-year license. They didn't give a fuck about anything, okay? It's beyond obviously a scam. It's to the point where they're literally trolling people that are dumb enough to buy into it, and then the populations that actually believe he's there to make things right. There's no public owner information, and there are multiple restricted domain statuses. Within 3 hours, the team began cashing out. Within 3 hours, that's how much they believed in it. 87.4 million was cashed out in the first 3 hours. 82% of Libra was held in one cluster, and no tokenomics were shared with the publics. And it gets worse. Bulbamat's notes below. Insiders were adding one-side liquidity pools on Meteora with only Libra. They were removing USD and Sol and use these liquidity pools instead of selling on the market. Oh, fuck. Libra fell 90% as the 87.4 million in sales absorbed all buy pressure at the top. Within minutes of the launch, multiple large holders began liquidating millions of USD worth of Libra. Libra rose to 4.6 billion in market cap. 4.6 billion market cap. Guys, this is just so insane. I was not aware of the details of the project. Bullshit. Such bullshit. So, what's up, Alpha Hover? Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. Launching coins. 50,000 wallets of the Trump became holders of Libra within the first 2 hours of launch. Like, it pulled liquidity from everywhere. Trump still held up, bounced back just fine. But look at this chart, man. Holy shit. To nothing. This, when you see this is a full collapse. This is a full collapse, no support, full, complete extraction. This is no price action at all. You know, in some ways, all right, I'll break it down for you guys in just a minute. Yeah, he was 100% part of this. Who knows how many politicians were in on it, or... It's crazy. Look. So this guy was supposedly on the team, okay? Oh, let's see.
Vape cabal. Like if I had an LA vape cabal picture with the meme, I would use the picture from the video we are watching right now. He literally...
Okay, first of all, look how this guy's dressed. What the fuck? This is ridiculous.
I know there's tons of frustrations. I've had tons of crazy text messages on my phone. I'm here to set the record straight, both because there were things that were in and out of my control. I was only a part of what's happened with Libra, but also I want to just shed a little bit more light and let you guys at least see my face, because a lot of people that have been involved with this launch have gone either silent or are nowhere to be found. And I want to make sure there's A, accountability, and B, a structure going forward so that people don't feel screwed over. And I do believe there's actually an amazing way forward if people are open to it. Before I say anything else, I am indeed Javier Milei's advisor. Obviously, I think most of you guys have seen that either on Twitter or some form of social media. I am working with him and his team on much bigger tokenization and really cool stuff in Argentina, and I absolutely back him. What happened with Libra, I think there's many things I could say. There's only certain elements that I could control the launch. Definitely things didn't go according to plan. But rather than share all the details right now, because it's going to be a much longer video, it's going to be a much longer structure, I want to make sure you guys all know I'm a very direct, straight to the point person, and I think there's a very specific way forward here. My intention is every single dollar I've managed to round up, which I believe is every single dollar that's been collected or from fees or farming or liquidate, anything, I've managed to get back, and my intention is to inject everything back into the Libra chart. And my intention is to do that next 24 to 48 hours. I'm open if there's a different plan that benefits all of you more. For anybody, especially any crypto leaders that have a structural plan, and a structural plan quickly, I'm very open to figuring that out, but right now that is my game plan. I don't think people realize all the complexities of what happens with the launch, but I do think people deserve a right to know, and I will be sharing about it in future videos. For now.
So they're just backpedaling, all right, because they're in a lot of trouble, right? But what are you going to do? He's already president. He's already in control. I'll give you my quick take, because we got to move on. We got a lot to cover. We don't have that much time, but I'm going to give you my quick take, and maybe chat. You guys can chime in. Am's Fur. I think you're 100% right. He's 100% a three-letter agency goon. You're right, man. I think you might be very correct on that. I think you might be very correct. I think this is the new way for governments to steal. For sure. Nobody's going to get in trouble for this, all right? Okay, so I think that Argentina got to a place where people were unable to, the governments and the powers that be became unable to steal from people, all right? It had become so destroyed that they literally couldn't steal anymore, all right? And so they needed to kind of like re-kick things up, rekindle it, keep things going again, all right? And I think that's why Milei was brought in to keep the scam going again. Now, I'm sure there might be some positive changes he's done for sure, but I literally just think it got to a point where they were unable to steal any more money, sadly. And I think you're going to see that happen in a lot of places. You know, these people just want to keep people like you have to keep slaves on life support, right? So they can keep feeding the system. You know what I'm saying? And it does feel like that's just a real thing, right? You can't get, you can't squeeze, money out of a rock, right? So you got to keep the population on life support so they can still like keep bringing money, capital out, so that you can skim it, so to speak, right? And also another way to look at it is it's like almost like the new lottery, where everybody throws in some money. It's like money you're okay to lose, and then maybe some people get out in time, a few people win. Is what it is. The thing, I mean, the rugs are happening so fast now too, that even if you say I'm going to get in and I'm going to try to, flip it here. I mean, this was so fast. $5 billion, super, super fast. I mean, it's just like absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. We got some guests really quick. Let's see what's going on. Hey, yo, what's happening? Got somebody in the green room? Is that Ben? Hello, hello, hello. Somebody there? Hey, hey, what's happening? Ben, how are you? Good, good. You want to join the stream? Okay, okay. So you don't want to come onto the stream? Is that what you're saying? Okay, cool, brother. Well, I'll kick you out of the green room. You can listen from the YouTube, right? Yeah, you got it. Cheers. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, people just looking for easy money. Easy money. And but that's crypto, man. That's crypto. That is crypto. Guys, smash the like button. We're about to get into the real juicy PulseChain news right now, okay? Really quick, so there's been some also recent developments. They analyzed the dance of honeybees with some new scientific equipment, and they made some new discoveries. So it's pretty wild, actually, what they found. And if you zoom in really close, you can see what's going on with these things when they dance. That is crazy, right? Didn't see that coming. All right. So it all started with a tweet from Mr. Rackham Rochelle. Now, I know you guys have heard a lot about him. Probably a lot of people have covered it. I'm going to show you some real interesting stuff. I got some spreadsheets to show you exactly what's going on with them, how much they hold, what damage they could possibly do. And if it's really a thing, I don't know. I can get your perspectives on what you guys think about it. But pretty much, this guy SISY, I don't know who he is. He says, "I beat my robots." All right. He said it's pretty much Rackham versus Richard at the moment. All right. And the guy Trevor chimes in. And he says, I don't know who this person is either, but he says, imagine responding like this to newer investors wanting a chance in their first cycle. And Crypto Man says, stop selling. Rackham says, nope. Begging for exit liquidity. Yeah. Yep. Best get out of here if I drop this guy on you, rookie. Let's see what this is. Translation, I can't wait to dump on your heads. Rackham says, and you'll do nothing about it. Now that you know your place, we can coexist just fine. All right. So that was the first one. And then the comments just go absolutely nuts. Obviously a lot of people don't like him. A few people chimed in to support him. His TA and pDAI. Bees love hexagons. That's true. Bees do make hexagons. They do, aren't they? Oh, you're so right. Bees are related to hex. That's why I put it in there. That's why I showed the news story. Moon King's been posting about it. He's been loving it. This isn't the only one Moon King posted either. There was another one he posted that was very funny too. Let's see if I can find it. I think it was probably. Oh, is that the one? I don't know. Sell ink into PulseChain, bridge out to PulseChain, buy Bitcoin, and buy Lambo with Bitcoin. Technically, he did it with Bitcoin. Yeah. So, a lot of people are having fun with it. It is what it is. He can do what he wants. We can go check out his page where he chimes in about it. And he says, jealousy is an insane drug, and it's taken over a vast portion of the PulseChain community. I can assure most of you one thing. You do not really know Richard Hart Wynn, and you do not represent him or his network. It is a stated goal by Richard Hart Wynn himself that he wanted to make an unprecedented number of millionaires. he had made this expressly clear to me. The film crew of The Highest of Stakes documentary and countless other whales within the community on video. Those of you that are bashing others for selling off their personal cryptographic assets on their way to Richard Hart Wynn's stated goal have missed the mark. You are the one in the wrong. You. These are not members of this community. They are imposters in every single aspect that stand in direct opposition to everything that the blockchain was created for, independence. No, these people in and of themselves are a cancer and have become the new gatekeepers that we must push back so hard against. Go live your dreams, achieve your goals, and strive to reach the very level of success the network was designed for. It's your money. If they have a problem with their investment size, they can go get a second job and increase their position. All right. What do you guys think, chat? I think he starts out well. Jealousy is an insane drug, and it's taken over vast portions of the PulseChain community. I've never met Richard Hart Wynn, so I don't really know. I like to meet people and talk to him. I've never met him before. Him selling down or selling whatever he wants is his right. PulseChain is a freedom chain. I mean, would it be cool if he waited for us to do a 10x at least? Sure, but he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do that. He can sell whenever he wants. He can just keep selling right now if he wants to. It's his right. It really is. I mean, I'm a libertarian. I'm all for freedom, and it's hard for me to step up and say what he's doing wrong. Now I did hear some contentious points that he was misleading people and saying that he was doing one thing while doing another. Now, I didn't see that. I don't know this person. I don't know if those were made, statements were made before I kind of came over here to PulseChain or not. Now, if he did say he was going to hold and then did another thing, it's not cool, but it's what exchanges do to us. It's what politicians do to us. It's what, big money and whales do. And he's a whale. So it makes sense that he would say, look, I'm not going to sell, and then sell on one hand, right? It's, our interests are not aligned. Like, I have some decent bags, but I'm not a whale. I'm not even close to a whale, right? I'm sure a lot of you are not close to whales either, right? So how can we understand his point of view, and how can we even understand our incentives? We're not really aligned, right, in a lot of ways. And maybe he's just here for profits. I don't know if if he's here for the tech. I don't know if he's here to, help us succeed. But he can do what he wants, That's the beauty of freedom. That's the beauty of the blockchain and decentralization, Rich, Landon, checking things out. Rich, what do you think so far? What's up, Rapid Unbox? How are you doing? What's going on with you, man? Good to see you. Yeah, let me know your take on it. I don't know Rackham Rochelle at all. I actually reached out to him to have a talk with him. I haven't heard back from him yet. Or I think he said we'll talk later, if I remember correctly. So maybe this is later. So Rackham, if you're out there, I'd love to have a conversation with you. But, you can sell on a double. You can sell on a 5X. You can sell on a 10X. You can hold to 100X. It's up to you when you want to sell. You can sell at 20% gain. If you have $1 million bag and you just got a 50% move, that's 500,000. You can sell. It's the beauty of the free market. Yes, Ray, exactly, 100%. That's the beauty of the free market. So I'm not a guy that's going to chime in on his X and start reprimanding him for doing what he wants to do with his money. Even if he said, "Look, guys, I'm going to hold," and he sold, like, sure, that's not cool, but I don't listen to whales, right? You guys have heard me before, if like a billionaire, what's his name, Trump's kid, said, everybody buy ETH, I'm not going to buy it because he said it. I'm going to buy it because a chart looks good to me, right? There's rarely a time when a big whale's interests and mine will line up. Maybe one day I'll be a whale and I'll understand their point of view, but right now I'm not. So I don't know. I don't know what that's like. What's up, Crypto Ake? What's going on? Gabriel Torres, how you doing? Okay, Rick. So what was he lying about? Because I wasn't here for that. I didn't see that. Lying sucks, man. I don't like lying either. But people can also lie too. You know how that is. It's crypto. It's whales. People have a big bag. These big groups, they might look for liquidity, right? So they might put out like spoofing, or they might try to deceive people. It can happen. But is there a tweet or something you guys want to share with me to show me that? Happy to throw it up on the screen. But yeah, I do believe in free markets, and I believe in freedom. Somebody wants to sell on a 2x, it's up to them, man. Let's see. Stop selling. No. Like, why would somebody? Anyone can also troll back. Like, Cryptoman says, stop selling. That's fair. You can tell him stop selling, and then he can tell you no. Fair enough. But he does talk about it a little more up here. So people started saying some offensive things. Guys, don't be offensive. Don't attack somebody's religion or their ethnicity or their skin color. It's not cool at all. Like I've talked about before, I've got a number of racist comments and shit in my thing. It's just stupid. Like, don't do that. It's not productive at all. So don't do that. But and so he's also obviously getting hit by that kind of dumb shit too, which is dumb. Somebody says, when karma makes one homeless, but grace offers another chance, the enduring wisdom to ponder. What if you gain the whole world, but sacrifice your soul in the process? Many lack a sense of self. They shroud themselves in the guise of goodness, yet their souls remain empty. He says, and Jeed expressly commands us to not let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. I guess he meant to say God. So I do not post my benevolent actions for the world to see. I do what I do to propense the gospel for him, and no amount of spiritual threats scare me. I know exactly who I am in Christ and where I came from. No other Christians pulling that scripture on me have snake eyes. No other, it won't work. Well, yeah, somebody's coming at him with karma, Look, man, he just has an asset, and he sold some because he wanted to buy a Lambo and watch. Like, you're allowed to do that, Let's see. Somebody said, these people suck, man. Everyone is terrified that Hex, Pulse, and so forth would fail. So they take their anger at themselves out on others. Bear market has been rough, and instead of DCing more or working or anything else, they just lash out. So Chad, yeah, it makes sense. Rackham says, yeah, that I get, but watching these experts talk smack and getting it wrong at that is hilarious. I post, they get offended and attack. My follower count goes up. Rock and roll, and they don't get that, which is total riot. Raffle. People getting bored and anxious. What's up, Grummy? Cryptomance. Yeah, we were just going over the tweets, man. We saw you in there. No wonder why RH cut the inflation in farms. Crypto Ape. He wasn't the only one. What's up, Kyle? He's kind of well known for what, though? Well known for what? For just buying and selling crypto? That's not illegal. That's not unethical. Like, you can, if he had a big bag of $1 million and bought, the bottoms, and now he's up 10x or 5x, he's allowed to sell. Even though we might not like it, he's allowed to do that. Somebody said, you don't share RH's vision. That's okay, to each their own, but this is proof how dumb some whales are. Selling at these prices is laughable, but please sell more. Saw a whale the other day sell ink at a big loss. Not all whales think alike. We're not the same. He said, cool story. You guys are far too ignorant to realize that you got the wrong wallet, and that I'm not selling, but knock yourself out. You self-purported expert, you squeeze his cheeks. So he says it's not his wallet that we're looking at. I'm going to go look at the wallet now that I got, and I don't know for sure if it's his wallet or not, but somebody, it's staticky. You guys getting static? Let me see if I can, maybe the internet. I was making 10K ink a day. Crazy times. Now it's like $1,000 worth of ink. You were making 10,000 ink a day? Dude, nice, brother. Anyone remember when he threatened Richard Hart on X, said he would tell everyone the truth about Richard's past, and then Rackham took off? No, I don't remember that. Read my first comment, lol. Exactly, yep. All part of the drama. This is part of the drama. There's no static. Tiny bit, yes. Well, there is rain playing, which I told you guys I'm going to have the rain on because I got a headache and it helps. So I can turn it down a little bit if you want. Tiny bit, yes. Staticky. Let's see. This is crypto. It's a pretty funny meme. I hear you. Everyone can do whatever they want with their investment. This is crypto, but you got to admit that's a pretty funny meme. He says, "Hey, true. This community used to have so many amazing members. We had true innovative leaders. Now it's just a carcass filled with a bunch of entitled kids that have no business being in crypto. They are terrible at it, most of it anyway. I get it. They lose money and need someone to blame. I know my role. They fail to realize that a few of us are still here from before the OA from Hex ever even launched. We have seen them attack various figures in this community before many times." Oh, you're hearing static too? I'm not getting static. Let's see. Let's see. Let me change up the music. Maybe that'll do it. Let's try something else here. All right. So he says he was here before the OA from Hex ever launched. We've seen them attack various figures in this community before. This is not new. That Stack wallet that I was part of, that was 19 different people. How in the world did I get blamed for all the content of those wallets? Raffle, yeah, I get blamed for them all. They attack with all their comments and it ends up attracting more attention. I gain more followers. Yep, you can't make this stuff up. I was being bashed for selling when I was buying. Me and my friends literally laughed at all these people. It's comical. It wasn't always, but now it's like walking in a room full of screaming babies. There are winners and there are losers in crypto. I will let their demeanor speak for themselves. You tell me, do successful people spend their time attacking others on X? I don't think so. All right. Crypto Knight says, what pissed me off was a tweet he deleted which said, "You're lucky I let you make anything." Well, look, he's pissed. He's being attacked, so you got to keep that in mind, right? He's losing his cool. All right, he's being attacked. I saw somebody leave a very racial comment, or not racist, but like attacked his religion, all right? I don't know what his religion is, but they left some weird religious epitaph thing on there, and who knows what else messages he's getting, right? So he's pissed, right? You have to take that into consideration, right? He's being attacked pretty intensely at this point. People are down for sure, and people are upset that other people are selling. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Okay, people are pissed because I see that on X all the time, right? I go there and people say, "Who's selling? Who's selling?" Instead of like I don't care. Like I've never thought that before. It's never crossed my mind who's selling. It's an open market. You know, this is crypto. It's volatile. It's a dangerous place to be. No one ever told you. I know for a fact that no one told any of you crypto is a safe place to put your money. I know that for a fact. This is not a safe place to put your money. This is not an investment vehicle. This is not a 401k. This is crypto fucking currency. It is ruthless, man. It is brutal. You really should not be here if you cannot handle it. Somebody has a big bag and they're going to dump on you. That's part of the game. That's part of it, right? And yeah, crypto, it's time you're DCA. If you get a good deal, maybe you buy in, you believe in it, right? Volatility is a price you pay for max games. So, Ray, that's 100% correct, man. But you know, when I get onto X and I see that stuff and people like, who's selling? It's like, dude, what do you mean who's selling? It's a market. People buy, people sell. It's part of it, right? Anthony says, too many emotional cucks in crypto. Are you invested and believe? Just sit tight. Go outside, touch grass. Stop worrying about what everyone else is doing. Yeah, 100%, man. Stop worrying about it. Yeah. Who cares? Like, let him sell. It's his right to fucking whatever he wants to do. Now, if he was lying and stuff like that, well, that's another thing, right? I'm not here to get into, you know, whether he's ethical or not. But in terms of selling, you know, he bought, you know, a Snoopy watch. I think there was a Lambo in here a minute ago. I don't know. Oh, it was a Lambo. There you go. If you can't buy a Lambo, what's the point of being in crypto, right? He's got Lambos and friends with Lambos, and that's his thing. Yeah. So that's that. So really quick, if you guys want to see what he's, I don't know if it's him holding this or if this is to calm some of you down who are worried about what there's left. Is this a group of people? Is it even him? I don't know. I don't really know who these addresses belong to. Somebody just sent me all this and said it was his, but I don't know. I can't fact check it. I don't know. I can just show you what is in these particular wallets. All right. I think the best charts are just this one. So eHex, this wallet has sold almost 15 million. pHex, almost 250,000. Pulse, almost 9 million. PulseX, 10.5 million. They've sold $10.5 million worth of incentive. The total sold from this particular wallet or group of wallets, whatever it is $44.5 million. Okay? And how much has been bridged out? Over $21 million. All right? So, you know, it buys a lot of Lambos. And that's probably why we're all here in crypto, right? To do well, to appreciate our money. Now, who's part of this group? I don't know. If this is even him, I don't know. I want to emphasize that. I don't know if this is his or not. Total 2.5 million ink sold. But they've also bought a lot of ink since the inflation cut, 2 million. All right. Yeah, it's interesting. Really interesting. And if you come over here, you can see the collection of these wallets. This portfolio is still holding almost $47 million. So if you want to know how much ink is left right now, it is 2,000, what is that? 2 million? Well, it's $8 million of ink is left, $11.5 million of Pulse, $14.5 million of PulseX, over 3 million in pDAI, EUSDC. They got 3 million cash sitting there, and LP farm of PulseX. So if you're worried about these big wallets and whales dumping on you, look, you can see right here, the best position for you might be pHex. They have only 1.1 million in pHex, so that might be a little alpha there. Okay, there was a group of people, Tripod. Okay, so it's part of a big investment group. So guys, they're going to buy, they're going to sell. You know, these people got to get their money back, right? Some of these people, you know, when you have wallets, let's say you would put in $1 million, maybe you just want a 2x. You know, think about it. You just made $1 million. Who gives a shit? Like he's going to take his 2 million, maybe he'll put it somewhere else, right? So you don't know, well, what's going on here. Wolf is largest one of the 19 that's dumping. Yeah, I've been dumping. Oh man, I wish I could dump this amount of tokens on your heads. I'd get my Porsche, I'd get some nice stuff, man. It'd be great. I would think Rasham would not have been in pDAI since the fight happened well before that. Okay, so maybe he's not in pDAI. Anthony says, hit the like, St. Wolf speaks the truth. Stand up, guy. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate that. And that's a good point. Smash the like, everybody. Subscribe to the channel. You know the routine. You know what's up. Interesting, somebody's just said Rackham reps a group of Saudis. Is that true? Does he have, so, you know, yeah, they're investors. They buy and sell. They're not here to hold forever. They're here to buy and sell. They're here to buy and sell.
Incorruptible and DAI on PulseChain isn't going to $1, it's taking it. Efficient, incorruptible, and answering to no one. The market doesn't ask for permission. It rewards conviction. And the weak, they'll learn the hard way, as always. DAI on PulseChain isn't going to $1, it's taking it. Efficient, incorruptible,
So
and answering to
Rackham
no
Reps
one.
Group of Saudi
The market
said,
doesn't ask for permission.
Shrey
It rewards
says,
conviction. And the weak,
Tripod,
they'll learn
I think the
hard
Fire
way,
Whale
as always.
has the most.
DAI on
Okay.
PulseChain isn't going
So there you
to
go.
$1,
Yeah, there's
it's
probably a lot of
taking it.
people.
Efficient, incorruptible, and
I might be an
answering
ink
to no
whale.
one. The
You know?
market doesn't ask for permission. It rewards conviction. And the weak,
Crowd says,
they'll
I
learn
love the
hard
positivity,
way,
but be
as
careful who you
always.
support, man. I
DAI
get
on
the drama sells,
PulseChain
but not
isn't
good
going
for
to
viewers.
$1, it's taking it.
Kyle,
Efficient,
I'm showing the
incorruptible, and
Telegram.
answering to no one.
I don't know the
The
guy
market
at all.
doesn't ask for
I'm not supporting him. I'm just
Rewards
supporting,
conviction. And the weak, they'll
you know,
learn the hard way.
libertarians and free markets and stuff. That's
DAI
it.
on
People want to buy, they want to sell. It's
going
okay.
to $1.
That's it. I don't know him at all. I'm not making a statement about his character or who he is. I'm not sticking up for him. I'm not downing him either. I'm not throwing shade on him, and I'm not propping him up. I don't know the guy, so I don't know. But it's his right to buy and sell whatever he wants, especially if he's got bills like Rolexes and Lambos, man. WBTC is a great buy right now. Yeah, pDAI's looking good too. We're gonna look at that right now.
Efficient, incorruptible, and
Oh,
answering
he
to no
he
one.
threatened Richard.
market doesn't
Okay,
ask for
I didn't know he did that. So I'd be curious to see that tweet
weak,
where he threatened Richard. That's crazy. Why did he
DAI
threaten
on
Richard?
PulseChain isn't going to $1.
Oh, is that when he was doing the outrage marketing? A lot of people were mad at
Market
him.
doesn't ask for
Was
permission.
that the thing?
It rewards
A lot of people were
conviction.
telling him to stop
And
the
weak, they'll
funny
learn the
clothes and
hard
all
way.
that stuff. Why do people go for now holds and what and how so much holds are relevant? You gonna ever hold forever, lol. Yeah, I don't care. Mastasico, what's happening? Yeah, I never worry about what somebody else. I just assume looking at the chart, I can tell accumulation areas. I can tell like, cool, some people are gonna dump on me at some point. You know, I feel like it's part of the game. It's gonna happen. Maurice says, first of all, thanks for all hard work, devotion, and information. You're very welcome, Maurice. I really appreciate the vibe. That means a lot. I love doing this. I love chatting with you guys. I love you guys coming on this journey with me and talking about PulseChain. I really love PulseChain. I really do. I think it's a really amazing place. I know I've been waiting a long time. We've been down for a long time. And it is what it is. But I've used this time to grow and become a different person. And I'm excited about that. I hope you guys use this time wisely. I think it will pay off. Otherwise, I would have left a long time ago. He sells and buys. Okay. Is it that? It's old news, though. Damn, that ring chart on PulseChain took off. I don't know what that is. Ryan, he did the same thing to Richard. He's now complaining about from the community. Cool. So, some news on the case. I got some news on the case. So, why hasn't the SEC dropped the charges yet? What's going on? Everyone's been asking, even in the Telegram, they're asking what's going on. Well, pups, I don't know. I have some connections on Wall Street and in hedge funds. I don't have a connection in the SEC or in Washington, D.C. That I do not. Market alpha, sure. But political alpha, no, man. I don't know those people. I do have a little bit of connection to the CIA, but this has nothing to do with the CIA, so can't really get any help there. But Toby Wan, Hex Obi says, okay, yeah, big dummies. He says, maybe nuclear herbs can verify, but speaking to a lawyer friend of mine that has looked pretty closely at the case, I was told that Auntie Carol has to make a decision by the 6-month mark, which according to my lawyer friend is the end of March. Or she gets put on a list, which they typically would like to avoid. So, also according to my friend who has no connection to the case, and my own layman's assessment, this thing gets bounced in the next 6 weeks. The 30-day rolling stakes end March 16th. Coincidence? I think not. If this all doesn't mean green candles are on the way, I'll eat my hat. Waiting on a credit line increases with another one of my banks, and I'm aping in more. Go big or go home. Now financial advice, do your own research. No offense, all you, Davey Dang says, no offense, you maxis have been wrong for 4 years. I'd rather take speculation advice from a door handle. Hope you're right this time, though. Thanks, man. All right, so you know, the stakes do end in the middle of March. I do think it could time out really well with a ton of bullish news rocketing the markets up for the fifth wave into, you know, a sell in May or into the summer or however long it looks like it can go for. Maybe we get a lot of bullish news. There's also the talks of the war in the Russia-Ukraine situation to wrap up. So maybe we have a stacking of positive bullish news that happens. The war ends, you know, Doge makes some cool revelations. The SEC case gets dropped by Richard Hart. You know, Tether starts printing. Like, who knows what happens? And we just have this incredible moment coming into March, and we just blast off massively into the sky. I think that's very possible that could happen. And I'd be excited about that. And I'm a very positive person, so I do think that's the case. So, yeah. I don't think it's just hopium. I think there's definitely something to be said about that, and I do think it could happen. I do. What's this button do? Let's go look at the charts. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. Don't those stakes end on a blood moon? Yeah, exactly. They do. So that could represent a transition point. And by the way, I was looking at like fractal charts earlier. I didn't save them all. But we do have a what do they call those things? Gann cycle? I don't know if it's a Gann cycle or some kind of cycle ending in the middle of May, timed with that moon, which could signify a spring or a low, or just the last bounce before we rock it up. So maybe this all times out really nicely with the middle of March there. Exactly, Billy Mac, that's what I'm saying. It could time really well, where we have that last low, and this kind of sideways thing ends, and we blast off middle of March. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm talking about. That middle of March, that moon there, whatever. Like many others, small players, so make possibilities impact on our own. That's a lot of what it is. Yeah, everything is kind of primed for a pump. Things have been really oversold right now. Let's go check out these charts, man. See what's going on. All right, let's go look over here at BTC really quick. BTC is at 97,000. We are just ranging. I don't have a whole lot to tell you, except if we go down below 93, I think we're going to have some pain. And the 30 is at 100,000. So we need to get above that to really start making headways here. All right, and we're just bumping up against some resistance. All right, now if I go back to like drawings I made a couple months back, it's funny as fuck because I had like a number of possibilities, and we're literally, you guys were here when I drew this shit. I literally drew this line between that 100 and 93 going sideways, and we are tracking right through the middle of what I drew, like literally just right across there. Because I said we could just go, they could take us sideways, and then come March-ish, we could have a blast off, right? So they just, because this is very painful. A lot of people are doing dumb shit. You saw how many people lost their money with the Milei thing. That will not be the other meme. So right now, the market participants are being rinsed of their fucking capital. That's why a lot of people don't understand going sideways like this is really damaging, because people do dumb shit, right? You're sitting on your stack and you go, oh shit, this fucking president of Argentina just launched a token. I ape in my 100K bag that I've been building for the last 2 years into that. Poof, it's gone, right? Now you have 10K left, whatever, right? So it's taking people out, all right? I was trying to explain pDAI to my Brazilian girlfriend. She thinks I'm very foolish. Saudade. Tudo bem. Don't tell your Brazilian girlfriend. Don't tell her, man. I don't care how fofo she is. New SEC head hasn't been appointed yet. RFK just got appointed health secretary. Well, it is what it is. Sick. Sweet. So, yeah, look, we're going sideways. I can tell you this, though. that on the weekly we are turning over to the downside. All right. Monthly softening a little bit. I think we just keep ranging. Ranging could take care of our indicators, and it just seems like that's what it wants to do right now. All right. But we could experience a little bit drawdown here for sure, if we don't break out and start moving up pretty quick. And it does seem like things want to break out. It really does. It really does. It certainly does. One thing I was going to say to you guys is if you go to the Global Liquidity Index, we do look like we could start moving up any time now, okay? And I showed this to you guys last week or so. Okay. Let me see if I can get this in like a good place. Makes a lot of sense. So they've been pulling liquidity, pulling down liquidity, and we've been diverging from it. And they usually, when they diverge, one thing you'll notice is they do snap very violently to come meet each other again. Okay, so this is turning back up again, and you can certainly see where it moves with it, even though we've had some moves down because they've been crushing balance sheets. Okay, you can certainly see that we're probably primed to start moving up. All right. And that would be very, very good. That would be very good. But remember, we could move up, hit some resistance, and still come back down. I mean, we could make a move to 120K and still come back down coming into mid-March here. There's a lot of interesting things that could happen with this. All right. But we stay above 93K, we're good. Okay, so even if we keep ranging, as long as we're above 93K-ish, I'm good. If we start getting squirrely and we start getting close to 93, I'll jump in and we'll do a more detailed analysis of it, okay? But they have us there in that range, which is something I had considered a while back, as you saw in that drawing I drawn for you guys. I was anticipating, if you see this thing, that they just keep us going sideways, okay? But otherwise, we're fine, all right? There's nothing wrong, okay? I just want to see the Dixie really quick. Dixie is weakening too. Everything is being weird. Our whole bull run so far has been while the Dixie has been going up, which is weird. Now the Dixie's weakening, but we're not necessarily pushing up either. I think the top is in for the DXY. We should be strengthening anytime now with the crypto assets. Let's go look at ETH really quick. ETH, same thing. We were in a falling wedge. We've been bullish for a very long time. You've even got possibly an inverse head and shoulders over here. Anytime we break down, we just make another bullish pattern again. It's just been like this for a very long time, okay? And maybe we make another one right here, okay? So it's very possible, okay? We are in a falling wedge. That's another bullish pattern. These tend to break up. We did break down. Obviously, we had that big capitulation, all right? And we've just been trending sideways from there, all right? As you can see, we were in the falling wedge, we fell out, it became resistance, and we're just under it, tracking underneath it, okay? It is what it is. It is what it is. But one thing I'll tell you that is generally, this looks pretty this still looks very bullish to me, okay? This bit right here. It wants to go up. I think I've said this on live streams for a very long time. ETH has wanted to go up for a very long time, and it just keeps getting smacked down for one reason or another. But it keeps wanting to be very bullish on us. And I can show you the ETH BTC ratio very quickly. I know we want to see pDAI and things like that, but it's just primed. It's just waiting. I mean, it's about as low. Look at that. It's just a waterfall. ETH is super oversold. It's been crushed down. You've got bearish divergence, which I showed you guys last time. The strength is increasing. People are accumulating ETH. There's no doubt about that. Okay, price is not reflecting it. So it's a matter of time before this pops pretty hard. And I pointed out last time. Right now we're just ranging. Okay, we're just maybe we can go sideways. Back here in 2017 or 2018-19, you see we makes this a little bigger for you guys. see this beautiful W we had on the ETH to BTC ratio? We came down and hit the support, this trend line we've been doing for a long time. So in 2019, we hit it. We came up range sideways for it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, came down, made a higher low, okay? Got a double bottom, got a juicy W here in 2019, and then we began making Ws and just kept cranking up from there, okay? Now, could that happen again here? Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we already touched down once, all right? And now we're just moving sideways, okay? And it is very possible that we go sideways, we could touch down, make a higher low, and create that W and just blast off again. You know, we're going to keep our eye on it, but I mean, it's pretty... I mean, it feels like it's ready to go anytime. It feels like ETH could rebound and rocket up anytime. And one thing I'll say for sure, when ETH does move, I can't tell you if it's going to happen tomorrow or if it happens in 6 weeks. But when ETH does move, I think it's going to get to 7-8K very fast. It's going to move it's just been crushed down so long. It's been crushed for so long. So long. What's up, Yo Mackie? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Really appreciate that vibe. Smash the like button. I love your diamond thing. I think that's new. I don't remember you having that before. So yeah, when ETH moves, it's going to move very fast. It's pretty much now formed this giant pennant. All right, we can probably... Or bull flag. Okay. And when it moves, it's going to move. It's going to move very quick. What is this? This March 16th I have drawn out here? This is March 24th. Let's move this to around the 13th or whatever, the blood moon-ish area, whatever. Oh, whatever, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, look, we have to be ready for the fact they could just range this sideways for weeks. Look at this move here where it ranged sideways from August of 2024 all the way till November of 2024, okay? That's 4 months. All right, before we popped, and who knows, you know. All I know is when it does move, you better have your bag packed. You better have your alts, you better have your ETH, you better be ready, all right? So, you know, I'm not so worried even if we slip a little bit and go a little bit lower. It's not going to scare me out of my positions or anything like that. I'm pretty confident this is going to rip at some point here. We're probably not too far away from it. So we're looking good. Go look at total. $3.6 trillion. I want to see total 3. Total 3 looks juicy. Yeah, we should be pushing up any day now. All right. Got this giant. Giant bull flag. It's going to be epic. Oh. And it's gone. Oh, I apologize. I did lose the Zoom, so if anybody was trying to get in, I apologize. I did not get a message. So I put a new one in the thing to use. I'll delete the old one. We get a quick good pun. March total linear eclipse. Last 8 times it was crash or big dump. Addy, if ETH moves 8K walking in park, yeah, it's gonna be gonna hit there pretty easy. March 2020, now March 2025. Plenty of options from cyber attack, World War III, earthquakes, and all kind of natural disaster, astrology guys, Elliott Wafer guys, All tell first a deep correction crash. Okay, so fair enough. Fair enough. Look, let's address the doomsday question. Let's just address it, okay? You need to know that we don't know when there's going to be a thing, an event, but it can happen anytime, and it could happen in March. But if too many people are predicting it, it's unlikely. All right, though we could get a pullback. We haven't had a serious correction this whole bull run. All right, this is okay. The biggest correction was 35%. That's not that big. So could now be the time we get a juicy correction? Is now that time? It's possible, man. It's possible. Okay, it's possible. But if too many people have it in the cards or talking about it, market maker, you know, they're smart. They can keep it from not being so deep or so big, but we don't know. We don't know, right? I have some dry powder. I do. I have some dry powder. If we get something crazy, a crazy move to the downside, if let's say we break this, 93K, and then you've got this big support here at, if we were to come down now, you got big support at 87, 88K. You break that. I think I have a level here at 82, obviously 73, 74. And there's a possibility you could hit between 54 and 44. All right, maybe. I'll be ready. I'll be ready to scoop up some alts and some different stuff, for sure. But I can't plan for that, right? World War III, earthquakes, what ifs, right? What if these things happen? What if we get wiped out? We got a guest, pups. We got a guest coming in. Let's see who this is. Who dis? Who dis? Let's punch somebody in. Well, I'll probably do. Let's go a little down here too. Yeah. Chat, you guys know what it is. Smash the like button. Make some noise for the one, the only, Abdul the Fast.
Hey, Wolf, how's it going?
It's going good, brother. How you doing?
Good.
Flip you around there.
You're my camera. There we go.
Okay.
Going with green today.
You want me to punch in a green room, a green screen?
I have my own green screens. I just have too much light in this room right now, so it's probably not going to show up.
Okay. You're right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll lose you.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's all good. That's all good, man. How you been?
Good. I've been staying off the hard drugs and out of jail, so that's good.
Oh, that's great, man.
My crypto bags have increased in terms of token count, not in value, but token count. So that could be good in the future.
That's great. I like that. I like it. Seeing if I can find your name tag. It says it's on. Overlays to camera mode. Huh.
What are we doing?
Trying to get a name tags. We used to have them before.
We did.
I was doing so great, and now the name tags vanished. I don't know. All right.
Maybe I can make my own name tag.
Yeah. Everyone knows who you are.
That's true.
This is Fast Abdul.
I am Fast Abdul.
Next Fed interest rate announcement is scheduled to be March 19th. Yeah. They keep BTC under 100K because the market makers still want to cash out shorts for the main pump. Possibly. Yeah, very much so. Could be possible. Yeah, man. Doomsday. I'm Legend and Mad Max. I'm coming. I got the Doomsday people in here today. All right. Let's go. They got us ranging, okay? That's part of life right now. They got us ranging. That's the way it is. And we looked at ETH. Let's start over here at incentive. All the hype was at. Incentive made a move all the way down here from $1.30 to $4.30. Just wicked above $4.20, which I'm pretty sure was the goal. Now we have two Head and Shoulders in here. The smaller one turned into a bigger one. The target for the larger one. Oh, do we have another one now? Oh, we got another one. Okay. Hang on. Head and Shoulders popping up all over the place. Go ahead and chart this one. Fast. How's it been going out there? How's the rest of crypto world looking?
Well, I tend to be hyper focused on the PulseChain. We've had some sad days. There's been some sad influencers, but to me, it looks like today we're starting to make a comeback. I see EHEX up 20%, ICOS is up 15%. There's things happening for sure.
Good. Pups, your target for this move is $1.24, which is exactly a trend line I have down here as a possible target, which was actually my target when we came down here. My target was $1.24. So maybe this doesn't have to play out. It's just a target for Head and Shoulders. You got one here, you got another Head and Shoulders there, you got one there, you got a bunch of Head and Shoulders. You got three of them stacked one on top of each other. So the biggest one is pointing to $1.24-ish, $1.21. I guess I have my target at 121. So whatever, maybe it plays out, maybe it doesn't, we'll see. But I got purple boxes on the way down. We got to see what happens, right? We got to see what happens. It was always a possibility. I know that it was because I have a line there. I have a line at $1.21 and we never hit it yet. So maybe it's still possible. It doesn't mean we have to play out. This could have been our spring to move higher, but you look at this doji candle. We haven't had one like this on the weekly on Inc. before, quite like that dramatic. This one is very dramatic right here. Okay. Very dramatic. All right. So a lot of people speculated that I'd love to hear your take on this actually. Fast destroying the inflation, they halved it again, was going to be very bullish, and in a way it made it more rare, but it doesn't necessarily add to the demand curve of incentive, and you need that balance of supply and demand. And maybe the market is seeing this as bearish. I mean, that is a gravestone doji on the weekly on incentive like I have never seen before. I went through the whole chart. I have not seen a gravestone doji like that before on any part of incentive. Now, is it closed? Is it closed? It's not closed yet. It's not closed yet, technically. But I think it's got to be pretty damn close to closing.
Richard recently reduced the inflation again and changed the weightings in the pool, like which farms get the most rewards of the ink that is being minted. So he is active and he is looking at ink. I think what people are forgetting with all this stuff is, there's two things. One is that if the ink yield is reduced, people will pull out of the farms, which reduces liquidity, which makes it easier for price to go up or price to go down. And recently we experienced some price going down, but the main reason in my mind why he would have done that in the first place is to reduce liquidity. So if he wanted to pump the price, possibly with funds he controls, it would be easier. So it's, in my opinion, like any dip that we see because of the lower liquidity is, could just be a whale or two getting out, and we want them to get out, and he wants them to get out, so that's easier for him to pump the price. That's just my opinion, but
fair enough.
Like, why else would he do these things, right? Yeah. So, like, you can see what's happening on a chart, and charts are important, and I understand that, and especially something with enough liquidity like this where it makes sense to chart it. But like the actions of a billionaire, in my opinion, are more important.
I agree with you. I mean, this could turn on a dime. I agree with you 100%.
Oh, and ink could be the one that he focuses on easily. If he pumps ink to, let's pick a reasonable number like $40, where it's been before, then those farms suddenly would make sense again. Then he could reduce inflation again. People would go into the farms, then people would come out of the farms. There would be a musical chairs game going on that would result in volatility and would result in giving him more opportunities to pump things, right?
Right.
But whether it's Inc, Hex, PulseX, or one of the pump.tire coins, like all moves kind of point towards he's planning on pumping something. And it's just a matter of what, and well, probably pumping everything, but in which order, right? And if you can get the order down, obviously there's a god rotation there. Though I don't think many of us would get it right. So maybe just put a little money on all the horses.
Yep, that's probably the smartest thing. Nobody can quite pin down the strategy yet, so that might be.
Yeah,
the
if you knew
thing.
the one that was coming first, and you could rotate into the next one and the next one, but hard to say. But I think it's either it's going to be one of the cores. So we got Hex, Pulse, PulseX, and Inc. Or it's going to be one or more of the pump.tires coins. And the obvious ones are, the ones that came out on day one by the account that made pump.tires. So, Pump, Trump, or what's the other one? Most, right? Yeah. And then there's like 16 other smaller ones that are, copies of other things that exist, like copies of P copies. So those are a little dicier to me. I haven't got my mind around that yet. But yeah, leverage on Inc. Wish there was a way I could do that. Hint, hint.
Yeah, if I let's see. All right, so we're gonna keep an eye on that. Is what it is. Let's go look at Pulse, see what's going on. All right. Oh, kind of a lot happened since I didn't look at this. Fuck, dude, that's not good at all. Okay, so I'm not super concerned about this head and shoulders. It's too big. These things don't play out usually when you have a pattern like this squeezing down like this. I just don't. I see these more of a fake out. That being said, it's still a bearish signal, and we're going to go a little lower. And we have broken major support here, and it seems like we're pushing down a little lower. Now, we got to.
Part of this is because of Rackham, right?
What's going?
Like Whale Rackham was like he was selling. He moved out $1.5 million in Pulse and bridged it out. So
he just did that.
Yeah, like in the last couple days, and he was bragging about it on Twitter because he's a douchebag. That being said, we have that one character that makes it look like it's a macro price action, but like I think it might be a micro price action based on that douchebag.
Got you. Okay.
I don't know why people in this ecosystem always want to kiss the ass of rich guys who rip them off. Yeah,
we were
in favor of that.
Yeah, we were breaking down his tweets earlier. I don't know the full backstory. I don't know him. I don't know the past was. I was just saying that it's anyone's right to sell what they want when they want to sell it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
But
it's just that he was being a dick about it.
He was being a dick about it. Yeah, he was. Yeah, and I noticed that. Yeah, I mean, he can be however he wants to be. It's his right to be a troll if he wants to about it, right?
Agreed.
It's
my
not
right to call him on.
Yeah. It's not cool, but that's why it's a freedom chain. It doesn't have to be cool, right?
Yep, it's that.
Yeah, so it sucks, but that's the way it is, So yeah, not the prettiest looking thing. Now let's see what happens. I don't want to be all doom and gloom on this. We still got a lot of positive things. Heartman could reverse this any second. There's a lot of bullish catalysts stacking up in our favor very quickly, and we have been squeezing down to the very end here. I'm not super concerned about this falling apart. You guys have already seen my worst case scenario. I drew this a long time ago, many. I think it's been now 2 months ago. This is if we were to break down, which we're doing now, and we were to go here. We just are taking a little longer to get there. But the point is, yeah, it's possible we could come down because sometimes assets, when they start out, they like to squeeze, have one last squeeze out and get everybody out, right? So I still have to show you guys this is a possibility, right? That this could happen. And it would look something like that. It would turn into a falling wedge. This would break down massively. We'd get a probably beautiful spring down here. You'd probably see a ton of bullish divergence on the RSI when we make this low, and that should be your signal to go all in because we're about to rocket ship out. That was my worst case scenario. So let's see what happens. I don't want to focus on that yet. We're not there yet. We're barely breaking down. So we haven't really broken this line yet. We're just hanging out on it right now. So I'm not so concerned about it yet. PulseX beast, looking great. Higher lows, doing fantastic. Once again, not the prettiest looking thing, but when you're squeezing down like this, I'm not so concerned that these are going to completely fall apart. You know what I mean? You know, that would take you down pretty far. But I think PulseX looks really good. Once again, we're squeezing down. And
how does it look versus Pulse? What's our ratio?
Yeah. Well, it's on fire. I mean, it's just a rocket ship. It's a rocket ship.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's just never broken this trend since January of 2024. This was when everybody was trade ratioing out their PulseX for Pulse. And I remember just saying, you know what, I'm not touching my bag because I don't want to make a bet here. And I remember how everyone was trashing PulseX and everyone was like, too many people sacked for it. So we got this. I remember this. You can look at this beautiful W it made right here. You guys can clearly say that. And since then, PulseX has just been on a rocket ship. I haven't touched this line, and it's never broken it, really, since it got on there. Everyone who dumped their PulseX for Pulse has been kicking themselves since then. So, and once again, it was a tough call. I didn't do it, but you know, some people made that call, and that's how it is. You got to make a call sometimes. Let's go.
Yeah, and it could switch directions. We don't know. There's lots of big factors there. For
sure. This could change up anytime, but I'm not gonna lie. It seems pretty strong, man. It seems really strong, like really strong. Like we can go crank on some stuff, see if there's any weakening in this trend or something, but that looks really strong. It's very beautiful, man. It's really nice. It's really, really bullish. It's just like retarded. Oh man, I don't see any reason this would change trends. To me, looking at this, it's just going to continue doing what it's doing. This is really nice.
It could be big news on PulseX too. We're unlikely to get big news on improvements to Pulse, right?
Yeah. I mean,
it kind of does what it does, but PulseX could do a lot of different things it's not doing right now.
I mean, you could nitpick it a little bit, only because Pulse has been down for so long that maybe when Pulse does break out, Pulse has just been like a stable coin for so long that maybe when Pulse does move, this takes a hit, because you can certainly see a little bit of divergence for me. Now, we've had a little bit of divergence before on this chart. Back here, we had a little bit before, and it just shrugged it off and kept going. Price moved higher, RSI went down, but then guess what? We made a higher high in the RSI, and you've got something similar happening again here, where you have a little bit of divergence over here. There's no doubt about it. It's more pronounced now for sure. You got much lower on the RSI, but you've ticked up quite a bit on the price. Not quite a bit. I mean, kind of been keeping a trend what it's been doing, but once again, it could just smash it again. So we'll see what happens. But maybe when Pulse does move, it makes a big move because it's just been literally a stable coin for so long in some ways. So that's very possible.
There are some bullish things for Pulse that I think if they picked up could make a difference. We now have 3 running liquid staking platforms, right? Like the equivalent of Rocket Pool on the PulseChain, right? Or Lido DAO or Staffy. So there's 3 of them. So there's 3 places where you can become a validator without having to become a validator. And that locks up Pulse, right? So I could see, and they're paying, especially with the PulseX farms down, it's single-sided staking for Pulse that's paying between like sort of 9 and 20%. With minimal risk. I could see people getting into those and those locking up a lot of the Pulse that's on the market, and a lot of the Pulse that was in the liquidity farms could end up inside these liquid staking platforms so people can single-sided stake Pulse. And it's there. They haven't picked up. Like, be like people are using them like millions of dollars, but it should be billions of dollars, and that might well happen. And that would take all that Pulse off the market.
Interesting. Yeah, so maybe the chart could be signaling if depending on what we do now, if this if the RSI is reversing and heading down, that could be we're predicting a reversal there. Yeah, the trend could be weakening. I mean, nothing's the same forever. Maybe it's about time Pulse gets its shake here. So we'll keep an eye on that. But beautiful chart. I mean, just been super strong here, Pulse X.
Very impressive.
Purple Bitcoin. So I saw recently a billboard. Solana has a purple Bitcoin now or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
but what is that? It's a meme coin, right?
I don't.
Not like ours.
I did not.
Not like ours.
Not like ours. I didn't get a chance to investigate it. I really have no idea what it was or what it is. On the weekly, we have broken the MACD, crossed over. We are heading down. It's not the prettiest looking RSI at all. Certainly signaling some more lower prices. Okay. But once again, you guys can see on the chart, I have this purple box in here, giving you a nice range of possibilities. All right. If this continues to break down, I would say the next stop is probably going to be about $430, for about 465 to 440 bucks. We're going to come down, clear that wick for sure, probably, and touch down over here. You know, certainly could meet this uptrend as well. You've got this uptrend going back. You know, who knows where we touch it? Same thing. Maybe 420. I notice I have a confluence right here of this uptrend going back all the way till September of 2024. That confluence, and then I had some liquidity holes here, and they kind of converge right here at 420 bucks on purple Bitcoin. And that date would be around first week of March-ish. So maybe that is your bottom, 420 bucks. That would be really nice if it went there. I'll certainly pick some up at 420.
Is it just moving with the price of Pulse?
Yeah, everything's just kind of generally weakening. If ETH continues to just do nothing and go sideways in BTC, all our alts will just weaken, and they just will. It's just the nature of it. They don't, because plus there's also random meme coins going off, this and that popping off randomly while we track sideways, and people are jumping in and out. You noticed even Trump coin had a massive dunk when Argentina's Libra came out. Yeah, where people just pull from here and shove it over there, and how that game is. That's why I said sideways wrecks the most people, actually. It wrecks a lot of people because you start doing dumb things. You start going, well, I'm not doing anything. Let me go over here to this thing that's moving and this thing and the blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it's best to just say, sit on your hands and just chill the fuck out. Times like these, sometimes I just do that, man. I just chill.
I just farm, man.
Or farm, yeah, obviously.
Just sit on a farm. Like right now I have 50-50 Pulse and then pWBTC paying 100%. And if it goes down to 420 and then back up to 820, it's making tons of fees. It'll probably pay more than 100%. So if the APR is high enough, I feel like it's a win when you have two things that you don't mind, like, oh, I have more Pulse, oh, I have more pWBTC, right? If you're okay with either side of that, then it's not bad. If one side is a terrible shitcoin, then you don't want to do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, so farming, it's the best thing to do right now. And the hard man's destroyed the PulseX farms, so there's definitely a lot of good options for you right now. You told me earlier, the link wasn't working. I noticed that because my Zoom thing crashed, and I was like, oh, something's not right here. And then I put up a new one, yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
I'm trying tonight. I switched back to the beta version of Ecamm, hoping that my name tag showed up again, but no, nothing. So actually the old version was the best one so far. And then I had to just manually put in the name tags.
Maybe I could just hold up a sign or something,
just type
do this all the time.
Type you one in. Chat, how's it going out there?
Yeah, tell us your secrets, chat.
What's going on, chat? What's going on? We're really quiet. A lot of people got sad, man. A lot of people got really depressed because everyone is expecting alt season to just happen and rip. And we didn't have a confirmation of it yet, you know, with all due respect to everybody. We didn't have a confirmation of the BTC dominance. We didn't really have that yet. We need a breakout and a confirmed breakout. We didn't have that. We just had speculation in the charts, and market makers know that. Breakouts are important.
And it's okay for people to be sad. You know, like you can have a sad day and you can just turn off your computer and walk away. Go ride a bike or something. Yeah. Unless you're an influencer, then you're not allowed to be sad. You got to keep smiling, keep working.
I got some walks in. I just did some long walks in the city. Beautiful city. I mean, it's very cold right now, but I just did some walks. But I had to come back and get right back in the charts, and I couldn't really take a break. I got to get back here for you pups. Keep everybody updated. But
how cold is your really cold?
It is -5 right now, Celsius.
Okay.
What's that? You guys are in Celsius too, right?
Yeah, most of the time we do Celsius. I have -23 today, but it's due to go down to -33.
You're -33 Celsius.
It's going to be that this evening. It'll hit -33.
Holy fuck, bro. That's way colder than I am right now. That is way...
I'll have to wear a hat.
I wore a hat today, yeah.
Maybe a sweater?
It is...
A sweater. A sweater would be fine.
Dude, St. Petersburg is -12 right now. Moscow is -11, and you're -33?
Yeah. If you're close to the ocean, you're always warmer, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I'm far from an ocean, so if it's cold, it's cold. There's no hot air coming in off the ocean.
And -33 is pretty fucking cold. There has to be... Oh. Something happened to the chat on the stream. Chat is gone. Yeah. Wait, are people typing?
I see the chat, and they're typing. It's 20 degrees in Spain right now. It says Sri.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
I see it on YouTube.
Yeah,
maybe you're...
Yeah, something fell apart. So maybe when that Zoom thing crashed, it took my my chat down. So I can't see your chats except what I see on the screen right now. Let me see if I can open it through YouTube.
I see them on YouTube right now.
There you guys are. What's up, pups? How you doing? Sorry about that. Something in my feed fell apart, so I'm not getting the chat stream for some reason. But I can keep the YouTube chat stream open here. Okay. That's weird. That is weird. I think it happened when the Zoom thing fell apart.
Chat's pumping though. We're good.
Oh, there you are. Chat, sorry about that. Pups, I lost you. So I can barely see it because you guys are only in the YouTube thing and it's like miniature. So let me make it bigger. And I will put you guys up here so I can see what you guys are saying, because I completely lost the feed for the chat. But yeah, I can see it on my the screen. It's showing up, but I can barely read that. Like a mini. Let me see. I can bring it up here. Chat with you guys. See if I can do it like this. Okay, there you guys are. Nice. Good to have you back.
Okay. We have company.
If anybody's trying to get into the Zoom, you need to yell really loud, or somebody in chat let me know, because now I'm taking a lost screen space, so I won't be able to see if somebody's knocking on the door. Just let me know. At least I got you guys back with chat. What's going on? pDAI's pumping? All right, we're going to look at that right now. Let's see. Can you look at... Hex Girl, what's up? Of course we're going to look at Teddy Bear. Don't even need to ask. We're going to look at that. Let's go look at pDAI first. And we'll come to Teddy Bear. Most is holding. Okay, we'll go look at Pump and Most too. I knew something was wrong. I was like, I've never seen chat this quiet before. It was just frozen. Sitting there. I'm like, how is it possible? I was like, these people are dead. Let me make a... All right. Let's come over here. I'll move that out of the way.
Some stuff is pumping today, eh? Or at least recovering.
Oh, and just a real quick, pup. So this is your resistance over here on pWBTC. That's really about all it is. Kind of looks weak. It's fine. It's gonna do what the market does. If it wants to break down, that's life. We'll track it. Yeah, pDAI is bouncing. It's just range bound right now. I suppose it's coming up to do a retest. We broke out of this pennant. You guys can see that, right? Let me close this. Okay.
What point does it have to hit for the price to fly to the next level?
What do you mean fly to the next level?
Like if it breaks 0.1, it'll have less resistance to get to 0.5, or like 0.15 kind of thing.
Oh, okay, got you. Well, we came down
Like,
here.
what's it bouncing off of?
We wicked at 007. All right.
Yeah.
That's really good because you got a ton of support there. You are coming back to do a retest up here of. Let me see something here. I didn't get to see. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm going to just stick with that. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. All right. You're certainly bullish here coming off on the 4-hour. I don't know if it's going to stick, though. Let's see what's going on the daily. A little bit. Turn it over. Yeah, daily looks really good. Really juicy. RSI looks still like it needs to fulfill some duty down there on the RSI, which I'm not crazy about. Let's come over to the weekly. Yeah, you've broken on the RSI, turned over here on the MACD on the weekly. I think this is just a bounce, but you're going to make a nice range right here. So, you know, I think you're going to range in this box I drew. All right. You're going to range around here for a bit, and then maybe you'll finally touch down and hit a low. I told you guys, I think, because if you look around March 6th, which is where my pWBTC $420 prediction was, this could hit 0.0069 right around there. And that would be really juicy. If you had 0.0069 on pDAI and you had $420 on Purple Bitcoin, that would be a very PulseChain thing to see happen. But certainly you got your support is constantly moving up. It depends on the time when we touch it, but it could be anywhere from 0046 to 0.0069, depending on when we fall apart or come down. But technically, you know, your ABC correction is finished here. That could be your bottom at 0.007. 007 could be your bottom there. I think that we did touch that. We could just range around here. Okay. That's it. I put a purple line right here at 0.008. It's a ton of support. We bounced really hard off 007, and we're coming up possibly to retest this breakdown up here at around 009, 1 cent-ish. And I have a feeling we'll be rejected and we'll range. Okay. And we'll see if we make a little bit of a lower low, but I'm not so worried about it. I think for the most part, the low-ish is in 007. Like I said, maybe you hit 0.009, 0069 or something like that. Obviously, there is a major hole down here at 005. Okay. Do we break down that low? It's technically, it's there. Do we get pulled that low? I don't know. We'll have to see once we break. If we break 007 again, we'll look and see how strong this chart is and whether I think we're going to break down. But you have a ton of support. You got this uptrending support. You got support here at 007, a ton of support there, 0068, whatever. So I don't know if we touch 004, 005, or half a penny. I don't, it's possible, but I don't know. We'll have to see right now. But ABC correction's technically complete. We could just go sideways from here, and that would leave 007 as your bottom there, man. So this box is a great place to accumulate. That's anywhere from 0.0069 all the way up to 0.0012 is a great place to accumulate pDAI. So, I think it's a good range. Absolutely. Don't see anything wrong here. Let's see if we can see this. 5 cent to 10 cent to 1 to 10 cent. 5 cent in the coming months. Yeah, I agree. I think in the coming months we'll see 10 cent pDAI. I do. I agree with that. I don't think I can I don't think I can put your comments on the screen anymore though, if they're not being fed. Oh, maybe the feed got killed. Hang on a sec. Where is this going? This thing fall apart like that. Let's see if this goes. Don't know how to get comments over here.
We got, I see you got, they're coming up there. They're coming up on the...
They're old.
Oh, okay.
I'm testing from like earlier in the stream and they're working, but I'm not getting any new ones fed for some reason. I just stopped feeding the chat, the little box that sends it on the screen for some reason. So let's see. Saint, check pDAI versus Pulse ratio. I swear it continues to lead the Pulse ecosystem. And then take a peek. Okay, let's go look at DAI Pulse ratio. So that would be a different ticker. So that's, I think that's...
Did he say pDAI or DAI?
pDAI versus Pulse ratio.
Yeah. That looks like the right one.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. This one? No, I'm not sure which one. This is what we've been looking at, right? No, this is it.
Yeah, contract ending in 1D0F.
Well, if this leads the ecosystem, then we're just quick. If you were to ask me which way is this going, I'd say possibly a little bit lower. You got a breakout though. Let me see something here.
Logically, Pulse can pull pDAI more than pDAI can pull Pulse, right?
You think so?
Well, Pulse is the bigger of the two.
Yeah.
So, like, if pDAI goes to $1, that's so much, so much financial pressure that it would pull up Pulse and a lot of other things. But just when you're talking about, moving up or down by 1%, Pulse is pulling more weight than pDAI.
Well, this is breaking to the upside for sure. Looks good. I mean, either way you cut it, it's a break of the trend. But we need to wait for a confirmation here. Let's keep an eye on this. Let me see what's going on. So that's a good call. pDAI's had it 75 to 80% retrace from all-time high, ready for next leg up. Looks like it's going to range for a while. Yeah, just range for a little bit. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we have to go any lower to rebound. I think we range with pDAI. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. To me, it just looked like we were going to go sideways. That's in my box, right? We're just going to go sideways. My low that I had called was 0.0069, and we touched 0.0007. I'm happy with that. We don't have to touch 0.0069, but that was my call that we were going to touch 0.0069. If you remember from the last few streams, we've now touched 0.007, 0.0074, or I don't know. We'd have to look really close, but 0.75. So maybe that's it. But we range sideways. We could still touch 0.0069. It's fine. But this is an interesting chart. Looking at it like this is interesting. I mean, you got major support, you know what I mean? And we've now touched it. We seem to do well when we touched it. I probably expect to come back to a retest, and that might be it, man. So you got, so that means pDAI 10 was 180, and then we had a double top here on the pulse. Yo, worldwide, cool, man. Thanks for reminding me about this chart. This is cool. I like this chart, and I agree with you about what you said earlier. You said continues to lead the Pulse ecosystem. I'm looking at this chart now, and I'm thinking like, okay, I want to look at this chart more often because it does give me, it seems to give like some alpha here. I just this double top here between November and February is really interesting as well. Cool, man. Cool. Nice one. Sorry, I can't put you guys up on the screen today for some reason. Now we said we were going to look at Teddy Bear. So yeah, I think we're just ranged a little bit sideways. I think we're looking good. I think now it's just this waiting game. It's just a waiting game. Maybe we're waiting for CPI. Maybe we're just waiting for, maybe they're waiting for some more people to make mistakes. You see this Argentina thing. There were insiders in this. It wasn't just Argentinians in on this. This probably goes all the way to 3-letter agencies in the USA, man.
I think you're not showing the screen.
I'm not on the screen?
No, you're on the PulseX. I see the PulseX chart.
Yeah. Let's just go really quick.
Now I see the diet chart.
Good. Atropa, here we go. Yeah?
There we go. Okay. Cool.
Atropa looking good. Big juicy bounce off the bottom, coming up to resistance. That's fine. I think everything looks to me like it's just going to go sideways right now. That's it. ABC corrections are finished. We're going sideways right now, probably to make a nice Wyckoff accumulation at these lows. And you guys should be picking your entry points, all right? I don't need to get too nitty-gritty with some of these. They're good buys, okay? Fucking Atropa's at $70 million market cap. It's about 6 cents, and it's supposed to go to $7. So, I mean, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. You got Teddy Bear, got beaten down here. Let's go look at Teddy Bear. $33 million market cap. Do I need to tell you? Once again, very similar to pDAI, bouncing up, fell out of this bear flag, and now it's coming up to do a retest. I can only assume most likely it'll probably be rejected. And we're probably just going to range sideways here. So I would say your lows are in for the most part, and we'll probably just make a nice little accumulation zone on most of these charts. Okay, so you should start picking your entries. Let's see what it does.
Atropa and Teddy Bear are connected, eh? Like I know the founders are the same, but via liquidity and stuff, they must have a correlation.
Yeah, big time. Let me see this. And let me make sure I'm seeing chat since I can't see you guys. You guys ever looking chart to go? PHEX, pDAI chart tends to go back to 1-to-1 ratio. Oh yeah? Best chart to watch is the Atropa DAI pair, V1. Yeah, I got a number of you guys agreeing with my range thing for a little bit. Yeah, I do see that as just kind of what's going to happen here for a little bit. Remember, Pups, remember what I said about consensus? That we've had 3 crypto cycles before, and every time we get here at the ETH BTC ratio, we get BTC dominance, we got a fractal from 2019, 2017, 2021, et cetera. Everyone had so much confluence and agreement that we were about to break out and go into all season. And I said, look, we've done it 3 times before. Like, it's very possible it happens, but they extend it somehow because they know everyone's long right now. Like, you can't really have a market when every single person is long. It's just way too much consensus. So maybe they make us rip up just at a weird point. Like, it could not even, maybe it's not even March. Maybe it's just next week randomly. Like, you don't know. But I just had this weird feeling it was going to happen exactly like everyone knew exactly. Everyone was like, we're going to rip in February and then we're all going to sell in March and da-da-da-da. And I was like, look, man, there's way too much. It's just too heavy, man. Too many people know about this. Every kid has seen these fractals from 2017, 2021. BTC dominance. I'm like, the market maker also got to make money, right? Like he's like, all right, come on. So it makes sense if they just range us out sideways for a while. Maybe at times with that middle of March, maybe it just times randomly. Maybe they just pick, whatever. Maybe it's February 17th. Maybe it's tonight. Maybe it's Wednesday this week that we just start, moving up. Who knows? But it's got to be something more surprising, right? So we can check like long to short ratio and look at things like that too. Obviously, if the strong market maker's doing. Would be funny if we rip on Blood Moon. Oh yeah, I said that too. I was saying, what if they rip us on this Blood Moon? We crash before it, going into it, and then we rip, come like literally right on it and out of it. That would fuck with everyone's expectation, right? Because you had every moon channel, every whatever channel was like following the moon phases and blah 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 and numerology and this and that. And hey man, market makers see that too. They have YouTube as well. They have people that research this stuff. They know what the masses are thinking, right? They know. And so you can't have everyone that heavy on the trade. Everybody knows about it. It's not alpha anymore. Everyone knows what's going to happen. The triple waves goes down. So yeah, ranging sideways, it's fine. I was expecting it was as a possibility, right? Come here on this BTC. That's why I drew it like that. And I drew this fucking right in the middle. Just bam, we just take us sideways, fucking bleed everybody out, put you in pain, make you hurt.
It's never a good thing when everybody's got the same plan, eh?
Yeah. Everyone knew,
I hear that.
Everybody was like, BTC dominance, ETH BTC, we're about to break out. Look at this fractal. I'm like, nah, man, you can't have that kind of consensus. Not this late in the cycle. Maybe earlier in the cycle you can, right? But now as we're getting into this last leg, it's got to be harder. It's got to be harder now. Rap, what do you guys think about somebody said we got to look at pDAI to hex ratio. Is that what someone said?
pDAI to hex. Okay, there must be some liquidity there.
Oh, let's go. pDAI to hex. Okay. I don't think I've looked at this chart. We'll see if there's squiggles on it. Is this it? What's this? This can't be it. There's no way.
That's not a very healthy chart.
That's not good. Let's see here. No, I don't see it. You guys have it. Drop it, the thing. I'm not going to hunt for it right now.
You might have to make your own chart. It might just be you have to overlay them on one of your fancy tools or something.
Yeah. Okay, somebody asked to look at, what are we going to look at here really quick? Most and pump. That's right. Everyone's asking about the Richard Hart memes. Okay. And we looked at ink. I guess we need to look at hex really quick. They did pull back. So let me do those really quick. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it just came all the way back, man. It came all the way back, but it came back to the support line. It's a higher low. Not worried about it at all, but it retraced the whole freaking thing back, okay? Which is what I feel like incentives on the way to do right now, too, to some extent. It's at 0.013, but we got a higher low. That's good. That's good right now. Little wins.
Yep. We have Kyle Cruz in the chat asking about if you can chart Rich. Kyle, by the way, is one of the founders of Super Staker Hex, which is like a fee token that rewards you with Hex and is very connected to Hex staking in somewhat complicated ways I can't go over right now.
Okay. Let's look it up.
Yeah. He just put Rich, which I assume is an older meme coin, I think. Older being relative.
This thing?
Is that on PulseChain?
Yeah, Rich Pulse, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's not looking good, bruv. Not looking good.
Yeah.
I think what could be good
is... Pump that tires coin, eh?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. So free knowledge, guys. Rapid unbox. What's happening, bro? How do I, maybe I can copy and paste. Can I just copy what these guys say and paste it in manually?
Maybe.
Can I make the YouTube chats get put in the screen on YouTube? No, right? It has to be through my software.
Can you want to make the YouTube chats go onto the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna. I don't know the software you're using. If it was StreamYard, I'd be able to tell you. But
Yeah, it's some weird crash here. That's all right.
Kyle said we got the wrong one. Kyle said we showed the wrong one. I'm gonna ask him for the contract number. If contract numbers show up on here, sometimes they get edited out by YouTube. Or I'll see if I can find it.
No, it's just a pump. It looks like it's just a meme.
I think we showed the wrong one though. I think there's another one.
Come on, you guys are acting like children over there in chat. You know better than that. There's a million of each token. There's a million of them. This one don't even show.
Oh, I found it.
Huh?
I found it. It's called Big Rich.
This one's called Big Rich.
One you just found?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was looking at a different one.
Yeah, look, guys, this is just a brand new meme. There's really nothing to chart here. It's really it's nothing to chart here. It's just brand new. It's nothing really to say about it. You know what I mean? You need time. You need time. But right now it's kind of falling apart, right? And I guess let me go to the hour and just see if you have enough. Yeah, if it just keeps getting rejected here, it's just going to go lower. Yeah, I mean, look, there's really not a whole lot to chart on these kind of things.
Not so much.
Yeah.
How long does something like that have to exist before it's, chartable in a way that makes sense?
At least a week.
Yep.
At least. It also depends on volume, man. You know what I mean? Like, it could be out there 3 days, but the volume could be overwhelming, right? So then you can really see, because then you have enough people playing with it and fighting over it, right? But when you have like literally 10, 11, 12K and it's like a few days, like, dude, you have nothing. You know what I mean? But if it was at like, 10 or 12 million, yeah, there's enough people establishing where people are interested in the asset and where they're not. I mean, I can see where it's being bought and sold, but it's not in, there's not enough consensus on those areas, right? To give it, you still need some juice, some volume in there, makers and all that, right? But
fair enough.
But yeah, it's not looking great right now. But
yep.
All right.
I don't know if Kyle launched that one on Pumped Up Tires, because that's how they tend to look for at least a while after they launch. But his other project is actually fairly decent. Super Staker Hex is like, it's crossing the line between like tax tokens and utility and connecting with Hex. It's not a bad product.
Okay.
Some people are in. You want to take a look at that? It's PSSH. Yeah, PSSH. I think most of the liquidity is with Hex. And it's been around for a while. It's definitely chartable by your professional standard.
Yeah, I've looked at this before, obviously.
I know Kyle from the PulseChain Builders Guild. He's a feisty little guy. He'll fight you. If he thinks you're wrong, he will tell you. I don't think he's always right, but he'll tell you. I think it looks A lot like the hex chart, probably. Most liquidity is with PTGC by far. Somebody just said that. Are they talking about this? Oh, they're right. Yeah. Biggest liquidity pool is with PTGC, being 40K. Feel like this one rewards you with Hex, but I can't remember the exact details. Just giving you a hard time, Kyle. You say the largest pair is PTGC and it doesn't show on Dex Screener, but I can see it, Kyle. It says it's 40K against
So it looks like
PTGC.
it looks like it's just being rejected up here. It's probably going to come down to half a cent, ish.
Being that it's a tax token, it's probably some movement is good for the holders, that is. 60-day forever rolling stake that pays out 1% every 60 days forever. According to Kyle, EYOR. People are building on Hex. The Magic Carpet Ride guys just launched their Hex staking platform where people can stake together so they can get the bigger pays better bonus. That was fairly big news. They've been working on that for a while. And they've already staked some silly amount of Hex in there, or people have, staked together.
Right.
I like things like that.
Yeah, these charts are just kind of like erratic a little bit, right? There's just not a lot of volume right now, right? And
yeah,
but I mean, this is really not much to, to chart there. See, so you got pump over here, 15 million, half a million. Oh, look at that! Came right down to support line. So at 0.01 cent, touched it perfectly. Now we're underneath. Being rejected at old support. Looks like you've got an inverse head and shoulders forming here. Looks like we might break out. This might be your chance to accumulate pump, not financial advice. Obviously, there's another support down here at 0.0067, but I doubt unless the market really breaks down, we come down here. I mean, I already see a lot of bullish action here. You see this kind of rounded, thing over here. It's really nice. Not to mention, you could have like a, inverse head and shoulders forming right here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So this is looking good here on pump. Okay, pump looks like it might come back. Probably range a little bit longer. Maybe create the other side, the right shoulder, or whatever, and then pop back up over this resistance that we've fallen under.
Is pump the winner so far on all these tokens as far as performance? Like of the pump.tires tokens?
I don't know. Maybe most was. Most was. Let's go look at most.
Most has the most liquidity, I think. See 1.1 million in the main pool. It's a bunch of liquidity.
Wait. Sorry. I had it open. All right. What's going on here? Right to the 236. Looks like perfect.
What does that mean? What's the 236?
It's just a level, percentage level, like a Fibonacci level. So these crypto likes to really pull back. I mean, generally stock market as well too. 786, 236. So it's good. It's just a good healthy chart. It's pulling back. I think we're going to range sideways right here. We're doing just fine. Dance on top of my box. I think you're going to get a little bit of play down into this box, probably be at about half a cent. So you could get a little bit of a better price. But I mean, come on, it's probably down quite a bit. But But yeah, I do think at least you gotta. I think it's gonna have to give us something, maybe like right around there. You know, that purple line might get hit at some point, maybe. But how much are we down right now from the top on most? I mean, most really was fucking crushing it.
Well, the top was like, you know, that was like a FOMO pump, right?
74% down. So
Not bad.
if you go down to 80, yeah. See that purple line? That's 82%. I think that's very likely to be hit because that's just very normal kind of number to be hit for an alt. Let's go look at pump again.
One of those two could very likely be something that Richard chooses to pump the price of.
Yeah,
in
100%.
order to get people to FOMO onto the chain, right? Like
100%.
it's like he's very much. It's obvious that he launched those, and they have way lower market cap than any of the core tokens. So, I don't know if you want to consider them to be cores just because he had a hand in it, but
Pump is down 82% already. Looking good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it in your purple box? You have a purple box.
Yeah, just had lines. I guess I didn't put one on this one. Let me see if I got one. But it hit my it hit my target.
Some of them.
Hit my target perfect right there. And I wasn't paying attention when it did it. I missed it, but it literally tapped right on there. And I think it looks very bullish to me, man. It does. Looks like it's already getting bullish again on pump tires. Pump tires rolled over there. I'm not going to get it.
You're going to make some farms for those guys. I think like a pair with Pump, Trump, and Most. I think people need a place to farm that. It should be correlated with each other somewhat, right?
Yeah. Let's Sean. Yeah, let's see. Cool. Let's just look really quick. I looked at EHEX. Did I look at EHEX? Yeah, EHEX is doing fine. It's just hanging out here at 0.003. Look, there's not a whole lot of demand right now on the hexes. That's what the Heartman's doing, these moves to facilitate that when that happens. Let's go look at looked at Teddy Bear. We'll look at BFF really quick. Maybe like a G baby. Look at that, broke support just like it did back here and popped right above it. Look at that, sick. So somebody got a price of 4,000 on this one. It's now back at 5,000. Looking really good. I think we're gonna range sideways here. I think we're gonna range sideways on BFF. It's absolutely fine. Let's see what's going on G baby. What's going on G baby? I do think we're gonna come down back to $10 at least, maybe $7. Let's see what happens. Let's see what you guys saying. You bought 4K BFF? I think that was a good play, bro. Look, I mean, I think it looks nice. It's a good price. I mean, come over here to the log chart. So you bought right at like major support, right? And it bounced right, like just popped right back above, man. You're above like major support. That's why it bounced so hard. I mean, that's good, dude. I think that's a great buy. Yeah, I think we're looking good. Shit, look at this. Let's post the one. Have you guys looked at the OG? Nah. Yeah. I can't. I'm trying.
OG Pupper. I don't know that.
I'm looking through. Who sent? Tam. What's happening? Yeah, it sucks having these little technical quips tonight. Cool. I think we're looking good, man. Do you have anything else you wanna say while we're out here tonight?
I sent you a link to the Hocus Pocus Farms. It's like an aggregator tool that'll show you all the farms on the PulseChain, almost.
Oh yeah,
which is kind of cool.
Oh, where did you?
Yeah.
Let me see. Sorry.
I sent it in the Zoom meeting chat.
Got it. So this is an aggregator for farms.
Yeah, it shows you basically almost all the farms that are on the PulseChain.
And how do you know where the farm is? Where does it tell you that? Like,
Well, you can actually enter it and leave it via this front end, but it says right on it where that farm is. So it's not like buyer beware. Like it doesn't guarantee that the farm is safe. So look at where it is. But this app is safe, but it doesn't mean that the farm on there is a safe thing. So if you don't recognize the name of the farm, and then stay away. But you can search everything. I'll show you a trick. If you change your zoom on that screen, if you zoom out, it'll show you just a massive batch of farms. And they've recently integrated 2Fucks.
Wait,
so
if I zoom out, what do you mean?
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Zoom out on your browser. Okay. Yeah, look at that.
Oh
You
shit.
can keep going. It's like there's hundreds of farms.
Oh wow.
So it's all the farms from Master Chef contracts, and now recently from 2Fucks as well. So like balancer contracts, and it gives you a link to where you can get into the farm.
Whoa.
And you can use this page to manage all your farms. There's like a claim all button where you could claim all your farming with one click. You have to do multiple clicks through the process, but it initiates all the transactions for you. And you can enter and leave the farms via this page. So it's a cool management tool. You still want to do the research on the individual farm, but these guys are on top of it.
Who made this?
Hocus Pocus, which has been around since just about day one of the PulseChain. Nick, he's my buddy, a Dutch guy, smart Dutch guy, made it. But he's very public face on the screen, known dev, professional dev. Like he works like as a dev all day long, every day.
This is cool stuff, man. Really interesting. Yeah, it's pulse.ai.
9-inch on there, PulseX on there, 2Fucks on there, and some of the other like lesser known ones like Functional and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And some that I don't know about that I would be nervous to touch until I did the research, right? But you can sort it by APRs. You can search. Is there a farm for X token name? Like you can. It's a really good tool in these times when we're going sideways to have a list of all your options.
PulseChain ecosystem looks healthy from Zymus. It holds very well when it goes down. PulseChain looks healthy. This is it's a healthy market on PulseChain. Cool. I like it. I like. Okay, cool. We're gonna do let's see. Somebody requested. Just want to see Dumb. This one released recently. It's pretty new.
There's Dumb and Damp, I believe, is related.
Yeah, it's just too new. People are trading it. Looks like we got a lot of support here. Looks like could be a type of Adam and Eve. Is that breaking? Yeah, I'm happy with this. I don't necessarily see this as like an indication we're about to fall apart or something. This could be priming for the next leg up, for sure. But like I said, it's brand new. It's brand new. But actually, let me see something really quick. Yeah, it could kind of go either way. I mean, I could see this breaking down as well and filling some of this stuff over here. Quite a... I don't know if we can see anything here. Yeah, I do think we could pop back up, okay? And we're going to probably test this range, which is probably going to be where you broke down from up here. So I would say... So the fact that you fell apart from here and you didn't retest it yet for this long isn't necessarily a good sign, okay? You see what I'm saying? Nobody fought for it up here. Let me go to 5 minute chart here. Like if I went to the most or pump chart, you can see people really fighting for positions. It just fell apart. It came very casually. It's not necessarily a good sign, but that's probably why you came all the way down here. Now you got a solid bounce here. If you break this range, it's being kind of like held down at right now, you'll probably come all the way back up to maybe possibly get that retest at least of this here. So I would say if you're in this and you get up here to this purple line here where this was and you don't see strength, I would get out. All right, that means it's about to fall apart. And when it comes back down again, if it gets rejected right here at this purple line, I think it's going to come down and test these lower levels. If we don't go there right now, right, it'll come back down to, you know, what is that? 5047 or something, right? But if you get up
this
here,
was a tax token, right? So there must be some resistance in whatever machine that they have going inside the protocol.
yeah, no idea. Yeah.
Pretty sure.
But yeah, so if we get up here to this purple line, you break it, then we're going up, and that's pretty good. That'll be a really nice sign because then you have support under you. But if you get up, which I think it might go for this, it could. So it's still a little baby, but if it gets up to this and it gets rejected, I think you're going to come lower. So watch out for that. Yeah, we can check back in on it again. Let's go back over here. ETH really quick, breaking back down. Okay. I drew this range over here. Maybe I need to make this tighter. It looks like, oops. Maybe I was too generous with how high we could punch into there. Maybe this is your range. Let's see what happens when we contend with that center point. Yeah, maybe that's going to be your range for now on ETH. I do believe we're ranging like a lot of things we talked about today. It looks to me like everything just wants to go sideways or is going to go sideways here for a second. It's up to you whether you want to trade it and get out of these small ranges. I would say just DCA, find those assets you like. Somebody mentioned they got some BFF. You like a little bit of Tropa. You might pick up the Purple Bitcoin or, Hex or PulseX. Obviously, incentive token. Might be a good time to just DCA and pick some things you like. 9617. What happened here? What's going on? Oof. That's fine. Coming up against this strong resistance, getting smashed down every time we touch it. Pretty good there on BTC. So 96, and you're just gonna range here too for now. Everybody smash the like button, chat, subscribe to the channel if you guys are already subscribed. We got a new Telegram, by the way. We made one called Passport Pups. Is it Passport Pups? I don't know what it's called. Passport Pub. Passport Pub. So people are talking about travel and stuff. A lot of people had questions about relocating and traveling and all this stuff. So we made one called Passport Pub. So you guys check it out.
I'm not in that one. I gotta find it. Passport Pub.
Yeah, Passport Pub.
You got a link to that?
Passport Pub.
Let's
I think I sent you a link, didn't I? Did I not send you a link?
I don't think I found that one.
Right.
I mean, like the pub, right? Like anything goes.
Yeah, maybe I didn't because it's like I don't know, like if bother everybody with. But if you like traveling, want to chat about it, I was surprised at how many people are talking in there. So
Cool. Smart people travel.
Yeah, a lot of people considering relocating. BTC is dropping.
I see you got Passport Pub right in the description of this stream. People can join right from there.
Oh, I already put it in there. Okay, good. I put it in there already. Okay.
More info. It's there.
Great. It's in the description, pups. Check it out. We are dropping. Here. What's going on? The 4 hour, the 1 hour. Let's see something here. But I do want to say, look, it's going to come. They're just going to make us wait. They're going to make us earn it because, like I said, there was so much consensus on the trade. Everyone was so certain it had to happen right now, according to this fractal. But we are right there. So hold on tight. DCA, be ready. We could get a final shakeout where they push us down a little bit to just make sure. But we are at that point in the cycle where we break to the upside. And ETH has just been held down too long. Right? Like holding a ball under the sea, like under the water in the pool, right? Eventually, once it gets let go, it's going to pop right out of the water. So and that's what's going to happen to Ethereum. It's going to rocket ship. And we'll be on that ride as well. So it should be a lot of fun. So everybody enjoy that. And I will be back Wednesday probably, unless something major happens. I'm going to go for some walks, get some rest. I suggest everybody do the same. I'll kick out some other videos. This is a good accumulation time, so maybe I'll make out some videos. So later, no one says that I shilled shit at the top. You can see, going back, most of my pDAI videos, I made them at the bottom. So people can look back later and say like, oh, he made it right. I made them right at a good time for you guys. So if I have time, I'll kick out some new videos. And you guys will see there's great opportunities right now. A lot of opportunities. Don't worry about Rack and Rochelle. Don't worry about whales. They'll always be there. It's everyone's right to buy and sell whenever they want. It's not our... you can say whatever you want and be mad or whatever, but that's it, man. We're the freedom chain. It sucks when people are assholes about it and they rub it in our face. But hey, that's also their privilege too, right? As a free man to say, I'm gonna dump on your heads forever. Hey, if somebody wants to say that, we got to take it. It's life.
Yep.
That Fast says that to me every day. He's like, I'm going to dump on your head today. St. Wolf, get ready.
Totally.
Yeah.
Every day I DM you about how I'm going to dump on your head. Every day.
I gotta just take it, man, every day. That's awful.
Somebody's going to clip this. You know that, right?
Oh, shit. Hang on 1 second. We are dropping here. What's going on? We're not dropping, are we? No, we're good. All right. pDAI.
Just another day.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to make little ranges here. Everything's going to go a little sideways for a sec as far as I'm concerned. At least a week. So be in touch. Come to the Telegram. We'll see you there. Smash the like. Belly button all. And we'll see you guys later. You guys are absolutely amazing. Good night, everybody.
Night.